Hey, what up, everybody? I hope all of y'all is having a blessed and humble day. I gotta make sure that this mic works. Hold on one second. Hey, what up, everybody? Alright, so the mic is working. Alright, y'all. I want to welcome all of y'all to the Writers for Life Brings You Let's Talk About It podcast. Today, we're going to get right to it. Snap, we're going to watch some TikTok videos until I get, tired. I'm going to lay down. Y'all more than welcome. These are open panels. So Shorty is just going to react and give her opinions. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Hey, let's enjoy these videos. Like, I need to do a couple more of these often. Hold on. I got to share the screen. All right, y'all. We're going to be reacting to these TikTok videos. And like I said, y'all more than welcome to react. Y'all can hop on a panel, whichever way y'all wish. But let's get these Jones started. So I save a whole bunch of videos so that we could watch and we could react together. All right, let's get this Jones started. All right, so the first video says a $10 billion lawsuit against the U.S. gun manufacturers moves forward, could have big implications for U.S. gun laws. And this video was uploaded back in March 20th. So listen, man, if y'all seen these videos are already, shout out to y'all. There's a lot of people out here that hasn't seen these news, that hasn't seen these clips. A lot of these TikTok videos, a lot of them could make you wake up, either make you wake up or make you see reality different. And if it doesn't do that, a lot of them is gonna make you laugh or say ah. So either way it goes, let's enjoy the videos. And like I said, I'm gonna give my perspective, and y'all more than welcome to do the same thing. We're not here to judge nobody. When it comes to the Writers for Life podcast, it's more about bringing solutions to the table.
Mexico does have a serious violence issue. For the 6th year running, Mexico surpassed a record 30,000 murders in 2023. And according to Mexican authorities, more than 200,000 people have been killed by guns in the country since 2010. But that's not the full story. U.S. data shows that roughly 70% of the guns recovered by Mexican authorities can be traced back to purchases in the United States that are smuggled across the border. That robust black market due in large part to the fact that there's only one gun store in all of Mexico.
Like he said, there's only one gun store in all of Mexico. I'm about to rewind that back. But I was going to say, damn, they traced all them guns back over here. How in the world did they even, smuggled? Red underground, black market. Shit. Because I'm like, through an airport, you wouldn't be able to pass this John through.
Fact that there's only one gun store in all of Mexico.
He did say. He said there's only. Let me see something. Let me go to Google real quick. How many gun stores are there in Mexico? Two. He said there's only one gun store. Hold on 1 second. All right. He said one. I need to go back on this. I'm sorry.
Authorities can be traced back to purchases in the United States that are smuggled across the border. That robust black market due in large part to the fact that there's only one gun store in all of Mexico. One.
All right. He said one gun store in all of Mexico, right? Now, I want to show y'all. Now, let's see if he's talking. Let's see if he's telling the truth. Let's show y'all how many gun stores. Now, according to Google, there are 2 stores. Mexico has restrictive laws regarding gun possession. There are only 2 stores in the entire country: DCAM near the capital and OTCA in Apodaca, Nuevo León. It also takes months of paperwork to have a chance of purchasing one legally. Damn. This is crazy. They only got 2 gun stores? Like, there's a whole bunch of gun stores here in Philadelphia. Like, that is crazy. I mean, not crazy. Like, it's just like, for real, damn. I would have thought there would have been more gun stores, but nah. All right, let's finish listening to the clip.
In the whole country, and it's on a military base. The country is issuing fewer than 50 gun permits a year.
Damn.
Now, Mexico is taking an aggressive action to stop the flow of guns.
Shit, in Philly, almost everybody got a license and a permit to carry a gun. Shit. It's not that easy to carry one in Mexico like they make it seem over here.
From the United States, suing U.S. gun makers for $10 billion, accusing them of reckless business practices that supply a, quote, torrent of illegal firearms to violent drug cartels. This bombshell suit recently greenlit by a U.S. appeals court, and it could have some big implications, not only for Mexico, but for gun laws here in the United States. Mexico.
I gotta check the update on this. So I'm gonna go to Google. I'm gonna check the update, and I'm gonna upload a regular video on this. But I gotta check like what's up with the gun laws in Mexico because this was uploaded back in March, right? And we are in May. Damn. Next video.
Well, I never heard you explain. Please explain. What do you mean by so-called African Americans or so-called black people?
So-called black people. Black is the color of my hair. Black is the color of this watch band. Black is the color of the hoodie you got on. So of course we're not those colors. We are brown. We're copper. We're bronze. We're brown.
I don't get tired of saying that, but people get mad when I say, "Hey, you're not black." Like black is the color of my mouse, the mic, my hoodie, the color of my hair. Like you're brown, different shades of brown, from the darkest to the lightest. But listen, man, I can never explain why people get mad when I say that. Shit,
People. That's our pigmentation. That's the color of our melanin. So
the grandma.
that's why I say so-called black, because black is the color of our Crayola. Black is the color of our crown. We're not the color of a crown. We're copper skinned people. The reason why I say so-called African Americans because not all, but 98% of the so-called Africans that's in America are not African at all. We actually are indigenous to this land and we come from this land. So we have to quit acting like that all life started in Africa. No, all life stimulated everywhere. There have been black people on every inch of this
Yup.
planet since the beginning of this earth. So we have to understand that and really do the research. And when you really do that research and you travel the world, you will see that. When you go to Asia and you go to China, the first people there that are still there now that they have ran to the mountains was Asiatic so-called Africans. The only reason why they put African to anything that's black, but that's not true.
This is why I keep telling people, yo, reading is fundamental and it's good when you go out here and do your research. Listen, man, people get mad on my opinions and the way I view shit, but I stand for something and I fall for nothing, man.
That's not true. Matter of fact, if you go to Africa, most of your African tribes don't even call that land Africa. They have another name for it. So where do we get this name from? You start saying that these names are named after conquistadors or people that go on quest and take over things. So the reason why I say so-called African Americans, I say African Americans because we identify as that as black people in America. I say so-called because me personally, I am not a African. Now, am I saying that I'm not in a relation or my DNA doesn't match Africa? Of course, we all.
I understand where he coming from. It's like when people get mad when I say I'm not Puerto Rican, I'm a Taino. That's what that's what I am. I know what my roots are. And I researched how far my roots come. Like this is crazy.
All a family. The whole world was black before white people were created. I want to keep that clear. Everything was indigenous. You have indigenous people of African lands, you have indigenous people of American lands, you have indigenous people of Asian lands, you have indigenous people of European lands. The indigenous people of European lands was called the Moors. They call it the Dark Ages. Why do they call it the Dark Ages? Because it was ran and controlled by dark people before white conquistadors came and became oppressors over that land. So everywhere on earth, even in Australia, you have the Aborigines. So everywhere you go on Earth, there's a black, there's a so-called black melanated being that originated there first. All life did not start in Africa. Many people are now starting to talk about that. There's a bunch of literature and stuff that's now widely spread at talking about these things. And America is one of
Mm.
the most ancient, oldest civilizations in the world. In the world, we have some of the
Now, see, for all those out here that want to call people crazy because they know their history, because they've done their research, I think y'all need to sit down, pick up a book, and do your research before you end up in a ditch making history. Real shit. Learn your history.
Oldest pyramids in the world. We have some of the oldest sphinx in the world. We have some of the oldest literatures and writings in the world. America is the ancient old world. And we can do a debate on this. We can talk about it. Anybody want to sit down and go through the literature? We can. I'm all game for it because I'm that confident in the
It's the
research
same
and the
shit
stuff
I
that I
say.
did.
Yo, prove me
The
wrong.
the Grand Canyon is one of the oldest temples and civilizations of people, of ruins that have been left behind. And a lot of stuff in the Grand Canyon have been carbon dated, and it's carbon dated back to be older than certain things that are in Africa. We have an actual pyramid 20 minutes from where I stay. Is in Cahokia. It's in East St. Illinois. It's called the Cahokia Mounds, one of the most oldest pyramids in the world. The only other pyramid that I have found to be older than that is a pyramid in Mexico. But guess what? When you go to Mexico and you look at the populations around those pyramids, do you?
And that's true. And you know something, I'm a horror fan. I'm a horror movie fan. And I learned this back in, I don't know what movies I was watching, but I was stuck on stupid when they sat here and said that, there was a pyramid in Mexico. There's a pyramid. Yo, he named all them places. That I think there's a couple horror movies that talk about this. Like, yo, they give us the clues. Like, a lot of people, the problem with people is like they look at the entertainment in the movie, and they don't grasp the message in the movie.
Know what mixed baby needs.
But I never heard
Yo,
you explain.
did I
Please
mute that,
explain. What
John?
do you mean by so?
People of light complexion, you see nappy-headed, dark-skinned people that speak good Spanish because them are your original Mexicans. You can't go to no geographical location on earth that it wasn't melanated beings there first. Whether I'm talking about the Dominican Republic, I'm talking about Puerto Rico, I'm talking about Cuba, South America, anywhere you go on the land, you're going to see black people there first. And then all other people come from us. And this is the truth. Science back this up, biology back this up, biochemistry back this up. So when I say so-called African American, it's not to be derogatory towards African people. Them are our brothers and sisters. We are cousins through the genealogies of DNA
Thank you.
bloodlines. We are all connected. But
Yo,
I don't.
I'm glad he said it, and now people understand why I say, yo, they are cousins. We need to chill, man. They it's just our cousins from different mamas, different families. Like, yo, like, come on, man. Get your history on point.
From Africa. My ancestry line don't come from Africa. I come from the Shabti tribe of Louisiana. I know the tribe I come from. I know the zone I come from. We Chickasaw Nation. I know my people. We are not African. We not. We are indigenous to the Americas.
Mm.
But I never heard you explain.
Know what mixed baby needs to hear this, but it's okay if you drop your white mom.
Oh.
There are so many white mothers who sit there and they have mixed babies and then they literally destroy us.
Oh, why did you go back? That's
Know
not right.
what
All right, this video was done on March 14, 2024. And it says, listen to biracial children express their reality. Oh, wow. This is crazy. Like, she said, if you're biracial, it's okay to ditch your white mama. No way. I gotta hear why they're saying this. As y'all can see, I've had these videos saved for a minute. I do got a lot of videos saved. And as I react to them, I take them off. Like, this stuff is crazy, yo.
mixed baby needs to hear this, but it's okay if you drop your white mom.
Yo,
There are so many white mothers who sit there and they have mixed babies and then they literally.
You know what's crazy? She was just smirking when she said it's okay if you drop your white mama. Like, what in the world is going on?
Destroy us. My mom, ever since I was little, has been calling black women disgusting and loud and dirty and arrogant and ghetto. And For some reason, she fails to realize that I am the same woman that she is talking about. She fails to realize that there's no difference between us.
Yup, and that does happen. Listen, man, I could understand where Shorty coming from. It happens. I seen it a lot. Like before, I couldn't understand this, but listening to different kids speak, and then listening to a lot of my elders, the real ones that are still here, because there's a lot out here that ain't real. Trust me, they portray to be real elders, but they not. They just little kids in elders' bodies. But listening to them and me sitting here like putting two and two together, like, yo, the problem is us. Like we put in this race thing. We're making race a priority. We're putting it on a pedestal. Like, do y'all not realize that underneath we all bleed red?
The only difference is the slightly lighter complexion. That's it. Y'all sit here as white women and you have black and brown and Asian children, and then you literally talk about us like we can't hear you. You talk about how we're disgusting and how we leech
Wow.
off the government and how we're not even from America and how we don't even need to have protests for things because everyone's created equal in the first place. But then you date white supremacists and bring them into our own fucking houses.
Wow. 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 That is crazy. In the wrong generation, lost in time's illusion, God's mix up in my mother's womb, a cosmic confusion, feeling out of place like a puzzle piece misplaced, searching for my purpose in this unfamiliar space, born into a world that doesn't quite fit, a soul trapped in a modern day script, yearning for simplicity, longing for a connection. In a fast paced world of constant rejection, I navigate this life with an ancient soul's gaze, struggling to find my path in these chaotic days. Perhaps God had a plan beyond what I can see to challenge me to grow and set my spirit free. In a family of tradition, I stand out like a sore thumb. Born into the wrong lineage, feeling like I'm on a run. Surrounded by expectations that I can never meet. Yearning for a different fate, longing for a retreat. Mismatched with my bloodline, an outsider in my own home. Struggling to find my place, feeling lost all alone. Dreaming of a different life where I can truly be free. Cursed with this legacy that never quite fits me. Not just born into the wrong generation, but the wrong family too. Bounded by blood ties that suffocate and constrain my view, searching for acceptance in a world that doesn't understand, destined to break free from this legacy unplanned. Yeah, that is crazy. Like, yo, we need to stop doing this. We need to stop looking at color and realize that underneath we all bleed red. Yo, I don't get tired of saying this.
And you expect us to be comfortable. I don't get how y'all can pretend that your kids don't hear you and then be absolutely baffled when they finally do and they finally don't want to be around you.
Hey, black moms, I got you for a minute. Sit this one out. Hey, yo, white moms, stop having biracial kids. You as funny as fuck to run your mouth all over this app talking
What
about
the
that.
fuck?
Knee slapper, can we talk about how my granddaddy disowned my mom after she had the first of us? Can we talk about how my own mother called me racist towards white people because of Breonna Taylor? At least the black mother would have known how to do my hair properly and given it.
Ooh.
I am definitely not the prize to the skin fetish you had with my father. You know, at least the black mother would not have invalidated any experiences I had in school with being bullied for my skin color or for looking the way I look.
I never understood this about women, right? Because what's crazy is, believe it or not, the it's not just the white women. I see a lot of Puerto Rican women do it, a lot of Dominican women do it. And listen, y'all want to say black, a lot of black women do it, right? And what's like they'll sit here and they'll get with somebody, right? That is not a part of their race. Like, for example, a Puerto Rican is white as hell, they'll sit here and get with somebody that's black, right? Here's one thing, right? y'all could do, right? A Puerto Rican female could sit here and take some black dick and shit like that, right? Have his baby, but why treat black people like shit? I'm sitting here, I was like, yo, like a lot of Puerto Ricans and a lot of black people got how can I say, racist tendencies. That's what they got, racist tendencies. It's not just the white girls, because I've seen, a black girl be with a white man, and like I'm sitting here, I'm like, yo, why would you sit here and talk shit about white people, but you just had a white kid with a white man? I'm sitting here, I'm like, that's where you should like draw the line now. Because you could take it, but you can't dish it. Like, something's not right.
I feel like my black mama would have come up and beat a fourth grader's when they called me the N-word. Stop worrying about black moms. They are not failing with the biracial kids as much as you are, okay?
So I grew up with a white mom who did not care. Like, she'll let me run around, like, looking musty, dirty, did not help me with my hair, did not do none of that, did not discipline me, nothing like that. She let my white side of the family put relaxers in my hair, straighten my hair whenever they wanted to make it look better. Told me that I could not go to the high school that I worked so hard to get into because the black girls there would be jealous of me and want to fight me all the time.
Then why have kids with, like, I don't understand it. Yo, listen, man. My son's grandmother, the mother, the mother of their father, right? He, my baby dad deceased. Like, may he rest in peace. But his mother, boy, I'm saying here, I'm like, yo, she had kids with a man that's darker than my baby pops, right? I'm talking about my fiance. And what messes me up in the head is, right, how racist she is. Like, you sat here and the black man had a kid, had kids with him, but you can't be around black people. Let's make that one make sense. Yo, this shit right here is sad. Like, it's really sad that it's getting to this point and worse. It's already been to this point. It's getting worse, sir. Damn, I need to fix that.
She'll say things like, oh, it's so ghetto there now because of those people. Oh, those black people make that restaurant so ghetto. Da, da, da. Like, seriously? She also makes very passive aggressive, like racist stereotype comments about black people. And honestly, it just like, it hurts my heart because it's like, how could you have raised 8 black children and then have a biracial child and you proceed to still have these notions on black people and you proceed to talk like this and act like this? It's crazy to me. And
these are kids talking about their parents. Yes, these are kids talking about their parents. This is crazy.
9 times out of 10, it's always those white moms who are like, oh, I'm not racist. It's not me. I'm not one of those white people. I have black children that are the racist ones.
Us biracial kids with the white moms are the most problematic.
No, but can we talk about how us biracial folks, that's me, with white moms can be the most problematic, because a lot of times our white mothers will expect us to take on identities that reflect their own, because the sacrifice of motherhood is so severe that they kind of want their biracial black presenting children to reflect their white experience. And I think a lot of folks like me, frankly, are just unwilling to challenge their mothers and say, like,
yeah, I'm trying to focus and watch the shorty talk, but this lady up here in the corner, like this old head over here, like I don't know why they just kept looping it like this. She's like in the way of me focusing on the video. Like I keep getting distracted this way.
I love you, but you are wrong. I love you, but my experience is different. And I love you, but I refuse to carry beliefs that are going to be violent towards other members of the Black community, because I love my Blackness too much to hold those beliefs, right? And that will cause like a rift with some family members. It has for me, but I would never take it back, because I don't want to be one of those people who holds us back.
So I also have a white mom, and whether or not you other half-breeds want to digest it and understand it and take accountability for it, is the fact that having a white mom is different than having a black mom, socially and psychologically. When people say that mixed kids with black moms are different than mixed kids with white moms, they're talking about the fact that mixed kids with black moms typically tend to not grow up to be coons and colorists. And where do coon and colorist ideologies derive from? These ideologies didn't just come from nowhere. Who's teaching these kids these?
But I have a question. Is it only white moms? It's not white dads? Like just the white moms? I mean, I'm just a little curious. I'm just asking.
these things. I'm so tired of saying it, but there are more racist white moms than y'all want to believe.
Yo, you can hear the pain in their voices. But I'm still gonna ask the question. Like, is it just the white moms? Is it not the white dads at all? I'm just asking. In a family of tradition, I stand out like a sore thumb. Born into the wrong lineage, feeling like I'm on the run, surrounded by expectations that I can never meet, yearning for a different fate,
Y'all,
longing for a retreat, mismatched with my bloodline, an outsider in my own home, struggling to find my place, feeling lost all alone, dreaming of a different life where I can truly be free, cursed with this legacy that never quite fits me. Not just born into the wrong generation, but the wrong family too, bounded by blood ties that suffocate and constrain my view, searching for acceptance in a world that doesn't understand, destined to break free from this legacy unplanned. That's a shame what our kids gotta go through, yo.
y'all, Jaguar spilling some tea right now. Oh my goodness. In this audio you are about to listen to, Jaguar is spilling some tea on Snoop. Yes, Snoop Dogg. In this audio, she also reveals some tea about Lauren London. And you know, everybody looks at Lauren London as the industry sweetheart. She said that Lauren London used to sing background for her, which I really didn't even know that. Jaguar Wright mentions Capricorn Clark. If you recall, Capricorn Clark is the sister to Lauren London.
Mm.
Capricorn Clark was allegedly assaulted by Diddy. He
What?
came out and was like, oh, she was stealing from me, and then turned around and cleaned it up and was like, nah, she just elevated in her work.
Yo, it's like when they were speaking on Trump, it's like so Diddy is he just grabs coochies now, like he just takes pussies. Like, yo, this nigga's been a pussy grabber since he was young. Like, how many women are like, damn, like nigga, isn't there plenty of fish out there in the sea? But you gotta sit here, take in abuse and misuse.
And she moved on, God bless her type stuff. This is all alleged, but let me roll this tea for y'all.
You know, it was Snoop. And Snoop, man. Because I never wanted to believe it.
Yo, nobody's safe in the industry. I hope that is not true. Like, damn, man, Snoop though. Like, I really like Snoop. Like, I hope it's not true, but there's so much coming out on Snoop that I don't know. I'm sitting here like, shit, Snoop. Like, what did you do?
You hear whispers throughout the years, and you think that people are and Snoop and all. I have always had a decent rapport, even though he fucked me over. I understood why he did it, and I never held him to it. You know, you and Martha Stewart rocking out on the cookie with this shit was supposed to have been me and you, but you know, whatever. You know, but Snoop got some answering to do. Because if you were capable of doing what they're saying that you did to Tupac, why the fuck wouldn't we believe that you were capable of doing it to Nick because he was about to eclipse you?
Mm. Here we go again. The rumors with the Tupac. Yo, those of you that are Tupac fans, right? Do y'all believe that Snoop had parts in what happened to Tupac? And why would he kill Nipsey and help Diddy kill Kim? Like, I mean, there's so many rumors surfacing. Like, damn, Snoop.
Dang.
All of your fucking secret meetings with Diddy and y'all fucking knew that they put Lauren on him. See, I know Lauren London. Lauren London used to sing backgrounds for me back in the day. You didn't know that, did you?
Ah, hell no, I didn't know that.
Lauren London used
So she trying to say Lauren London is like one of them girls that they had back in the days, that they were sick on the guy that they wanted to sit here and, oof. Like they'll use the girl as bait, get the guy all distracted and shit, then come and, poof, poof, he's gone. I mean, I don't know, because she had been, what I call it a distraction chick. But damn, I don't know. All this is crazy, and we know that the world is a stage.
To be one of my background singers, she fell in love with my keyboard player. His name is Omar Edwards. Omar went on to play for Jay-Z after me, after leaving my band. Omar Edwards got Lauren London on to American Idol, which put her in position to meet Nipsey, and then she dumped Omar, who loved her madly, for Nipsey out of nowhere.
Man, what if she loved Nipsey?
Parties, all of the support that Snoop has for Honeycomb.
Honeycomb,
You've been moving niggas out the way, Snoop, allegedly. But you fucked up when you fucked with Nip. Y'all all fucked up when you fucked with Nip. Moved him out of the way because he was about to give Dr. Sabi to the world all over again, just like Lisa Left Eye Lopez tried to do damn near 30 years ago. Y'all niggas ain't slick. Yeah, Lauren London was a contestant on American Idol. She just didn't make it. And when that fell through, the next thing you knew, she was in Nip bed. Now you want to sit up there and talk about it wasn't all what it was hitting for, and you want to talk about this. If you married a Crip, you seed up. You don't get to walk away. And ain't nothing Honeycomb can do. Isn't it funny how her sister was working for him? Isn't that interesting? I guess that was part of the payment. Your sister got to get a job working for the devil. Because I'm accusing you now, Lauren. You work with Diddy to line up your baby daddy, just like Khalees.
Damn,
work with Nasquiat to line up Nas. Any of y'all just gonna realize working with these niggas ain't gonna save you.
Dang.
That's why Khalees' career is in an uproar. She turned on her husband. And they fucked her. They ain't give a shit. Allegedly, it was Khalees that micked Nasir Jones and made him lose his mind so Jay-Z could step into the spot. And that nigga, even though he was f***ing you, never kept his promises. I guess y'all didn't know that Khalees was f***ing Jay-Z on the side.
Wow. Hell no, we ain't never hear that one.
Well, I'm saying it now. Sue me if I'm lying. Khalees can be old news. This isn't about news. This is about motive and opportunity. They stay using desperate starlets to line up the niggas that they want out of the way. Because the easiest way to get rid of a mother is to put somebody in their bed. Look at what they did to Bashir Gray. Charlie Mack found him a wife. See how that turned out. What do y'all need? How much? I mean, is it just? Is it just? You refuse to accept that you were wrong, or is it you just don't want the truth to be right? Which one is it? No, Lauren London isn't an only child. She has a sister, and her sister was working for the honeycomb.
Yo, she said the sister was working for the honeycomb.
Capricorn.
Look, wasn't Diddy executive producer of Nipsey's album?
Exactly. And wanted him to stay the fuck away from Dr. Sabi's work. It was a blind corporation that bailed his murderer out of jail.
Yeah, this shit got a lot of layers to it.
You think people knew? But they gonna know. Because there's this crazy bitch named Jaguar Wright that won't shut her fucking mouth up about it.
Shit, it's a miracle Jaguar Wright still walking.
It's about to get real, guys.
Yeah, because Kanye said they put people in your life. Like my trainer was CIA. He said they put people in your life around you.
Oh, he said Canadian intelligence.
Yeah, Canadian intelligence. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. I mean, they would have to. I mean, you think about these stars, they have hundreds of millions of followers and all that. You would have to have some type of control. They would want control over that. Like they wouldn't your email list,
all of it. They don't understand. People need to be careful with these change.org petitions as well, because they're just honey traps to collect information, to collect data.
Y'all,
honey traps.
Jaguar
Like
spilling some tea
I gotta
right
figure out
now.
what that means.
Oh
honey traps.
my goodness. In this audio you are about to listen to, Jaguar is spilling some tea on Snoop. Yes, Snoop Dogg. In this audio, she also reveals some tea about Lauren London. And you know, everybody looks at Lauren London as the industry sweetheart. She said that Lauren London used to sing background for her, which I really didn't even know that. Jaguar Wright mentions Capricorn Clark. If you recall, Capricorn Clark is the sister to Lauren London.
Oh, yeah.
Capricorn Clark was allegedly assaulted by Diddy. He came out and was like, oh, she was stealing from me, and then turned around and cleaned it up and was like, nah, she just elevated in her work and she moved on. God bless her type stuff. This is all alleged, but let me roll this tea for y'all.
You know, it was Snoop. And Snoop, man. Because I never wanted to believe it. You hear whispers throughout the years and you think that people are, and Snoop and all, I have always had a decent rapport, even though he fucked me over. I understood why he did it, and I never held him to it. You know, you and Martha Stewart rocking out on the cookie with this. It was supposed to have been me and you, but you know, whatever.
Oh, yeah. Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart.
You know. But Snoop got some answering to do.
Y'all know what's crazy? Jaguar has not been wrong. Like, she's been on point on everything that she said. Like, yo, to me, I'm trying to figure out how in the world is this lady still walking with everything she has exposed. And she has said more than once, sue me. And nobody has sued her. Like, that gets you to think, like, damn, could she be right? Like, nobody is suing her. There's no defamation of character, nothing.
Because if you were capable of doing what they're saying that you did to Tupac, why the fuck wouldn't we believe that you were capable of doing it to Nip, because he was about to eclipse you?
Dang.
All of your fucking secret meetings with Diddy, and y'all fucking knew that they put Lauren on him.
Did this start over again? Yep.
See, I know Lauren.
Yo, that is crazy. It started over again. I'm not gonna repeat the video, but yeah, yo, man, I don't know. Do y'all think that Snoop Dogg got parts on this? Let us shorty know in the comments below. Snoop Dogg, Snoop Dogg.
How to get a judge removed off the bench. You're not going to go anywhere in any law school and that curriculum is going to exist. So here's how I found this out. You guys go to court and you allow a judge to intimidate you. All you have to do is go to court and say, Your Honor, I never got served. If you move forward with this hearing, you're in direct violation of my constitutional rights. I plead the Fifth Amendment from any further testimony. What you just told the judge was, process was broken. You will get, sure enough, get thrown off this bench. If you think that the 30 or so steps that it took to bring this to your desk was all followed carefully, Your Honor, are you willing to bet on the fact that you're in a system that's flawed, that's designed to trap men? Do you honestly believe that every time you sign off on an order, every step was followed appropriately? Your Honor, I'm not in here to question the fact that I'm in here for non-payment of child support. I'm in here because you're going to sign off on something and you agree with it, and you're not supposed to. And in doing that, you'll violate my constitutional rights. The two times that I said that to the judge, they said, oops, you're not going to put a dildo in my butthole.
Wait, what?
Meetings adjourned. How did I find that out? Glad you asked. When I was in law school, I used to question my professor. He knew I was going through something, and I'm quite sure he figured it out. But I would always ask my professor questions, and the questions that I would ask my professor, how could a judge do that? What if you're not served? What if this, what if that? So I found out the 6 things that a judge can do to get removed off the bench. How to get.
Okay, well, I gotta find part 2 so that we can react to it on another live, because it's like there's a part 2. There's 6 things that you could do to get a judge removed. I mean, I don't understand the concept of, the part of him putting, a dildo up in the booty hole, but I listen, I guess a lot of men like using that term lately. I don't understand it, but hey, I guess pause, no ekadidi for him. I'm saying it for him because I don't need to say it. But anyway, somebody just asked the same question. What are the 6 things to do to get a judge removed from the bench? I had a judge removed from 2 benches, filed a complaint with the judicial board, and he was immediately let go. Okay, that's one way to go. I've had judges recused after filing a formal ethics complaint with a judicial conduct board of my state. However, they keep sending you to other judges. Yeah, you'll get one judge removed, but yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, there's gotta be like a little loophole to that, John. Like they're gonna keep sending you to other judges. Life is chess, not checkers. Using analogy, understand why many of us give up or get lost playing the wrong game. Chess is treacherous. Ladies and gentlemen, the best way to get a judge removed from the bench. Come here. In your state is to look at your state's constitution, and yep, I keep telling them I got my own little constitutional book, like real shit. But I'm gonna look for part 2. I want to know what are the 6 things that he did to remove a judge, because they making it seem simple in the chat. But hey, I guess each his own.
The U.S. military is struggling to recruit the nation's next generation of service members, those from Gen Z.
So because Gen Z don't want to join the army, you want to go back to drafting. Let me tell you, it's not going to work. It is not going to work. You could put a gun to their head. You could threaten their life with prison time. It ain't going to work. They're not coming. They're not coming. Let's go back a bit. World War I, World War II, it was patriotism. That's the reason why they went. And they didn't have the level of information that we have now. Fast forward a bit. 9/11 is the same thing.
Yo, this video is showing you that these kids ain't dumb. They not dumb. They trying to go back to drafting. Like, what? You could fight that in a court. Half these kids are on SSI. Do y'all know that? I mean, I'm dead serious. Come to Philadelphia. Half these kids are on SSI checks. All you gotta do is file a letter. My child is this. 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 There's no way you gonna listen. And then a lot of these parents don't want them to go out there for what? Like
patriotism. They joined the army to fight for their country. Now to the age of internet, with all the information that we have now, you think these kids are going to put their life on the line to fight for a country that don't care about them? You got another thing coming. They're literally going to put their life on the line, and you couldn't even give them the little student loan they asked you for. Please. I mean, even when we went to Iraq, we were there for so many years, and we have nothing to show for it. Because clearly,
Listen, man, they'll put their life on the line on GTA or what is it, that Modern Warfare game and Call of Duty before they put their life on the line out here in real life in the war. I'm sorry to say it.
we didn't go there for oil or anything because the gas prices just did not go down. If anything, the gas prices went up. And then you want us to fight for another country that is not even fighting for themselves. Ukraine, the soldiers are surrendering. I'm sure you've seen those videos. Same thing bro. Now, this is what I find weird. We cannot find any money to solve any problems we have in our own country. Drinking water, homelessness, hunger. We can't solve these problems, but we find $100 billion to fund war. We have a budget for war. Yo.
The U.S.
have a budget for war, and guess what? We can't even give our veterans here enough money for them to survive. Ain't that something, huh?
New video showing migrants here in New York City taking over the sidewalks to sell.
All right, this video was uploaded on March 18, 2024, y'all. Because I don't want people to think this happened today or yesterday. These are TikTok videos that we're watching and reacting to. I want to take a minute, thank all those that are rocking with a shorty, that is watching with a shorty. I'm not looking at the chat right now, but, I will, check it when I'm done. But thanks to all those that are supporting. And if y'all don't mind, listen, man, share the video for a shorty.
Clothing and much more. The unauthorized flea market setting up shop in Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's district. Well, our next guest says it makes Queens look like a third world country, which is why he has decided to launch a bid for local government. Ramses Frias is running for the New York State Assembly. He joins us right now. Ramses, good to have you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
How'd that happen?
Basically started over last summer when we let in all these migrants into our area. And they just came with this influx of people that needed to make money, and they started selling these goods along our streets.
Well, and so the problem is, you've got all the people who are now essentially vendors, but there are only so many sidewalks where you can be a vendor.
Right.
And now there are other problems in your neighborhood. Prostitution is super bad now. And also you've got crime.
Yeah, so we've become sort of this epicenter of crime and prostitution and illegal street vending. It's taken over many streets. It goes all the way from Corona through Elmhurst and into Jackson Heights. These are three neighboring neighborhoods that are really being hit hard with these problems.
Okay, new video showing migrants here in New York City taking over the sidewalks to sell clothing and much.
My advice to you, if you don't like it here in America, planes leave every hour from Tampa Airport. Go back to Africa. Go back to Africa.
What the fuck? Wait a minute. Hold up.
How the fuck we gonna go back to some shit we ain't never been to?
Right? Wait, what?
It's like we born with maps of that motherfucker in our head. Like we'll just land over there. Take me to Shambuku's house.
Yo.
Africa is not our home. Let me let that hang in the atmosphere for a while. Because ain't a brother or sister in this room that has been a slave. We ain't none of us picked no fucking cotton. We wouldn't have known shit about it if y'all hadn't have made the movie Roots.
The Saga of an American Family, which was supposedly about the history of the author's family and their involvement in being slaves, but it turned out to be a total fabrication and a hoax, and plagiarized various other novels, now said to be just a novel instead of a hoax. So the History Channel this week is airing a remake of it, and some outlets are pointing out the, quote, problematic history. The New York Post was afraid to call it a hoax.
Yo, somebody said it's not the United States, it's just us together, different tribes. Real shit, different tribes, yo.
Other outlets will denounce it for the hoax that it is. The Town Hall website, Alex Haley's Roots, the History Channel to remake a lie. There's one problem. The website says Roots is a fake and Haley is a fraud, and a fraud on
Mm.
multiple levels.
And Haley hadn't wrote none of that. You know, I was out there doing it because I don't care what you think of me. I know you didn't write it. But senior editor of Playboy magazine, Murray Fisher, wrote all of that stuff, okay?
Wait a minute, Lawrence Fisher wrote that? You telling me Morpheus did that? What? Hold up.
All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Advice to you. My advice
dead.
to you.
I can't. I'm done. I'm dead.
So y'all made me do it. Y'all made me go dig up John Travolta and Scientology and see what this shit is actually about. What is a con-con? I don't even know how to say this word, of Scientology, which is not a rank. It's a person who is entitled to be exactly who they are, but get away with things like unaliving people. Are you kidding? And y'all say this is what John Travolta is in Scientology, allegedly. And when I realized how many celebrities are actually a part of this world, it kind of freaked me out. And it's not just man, woman, it's black, white, it's everybody and their mama. The reach that Scientology allegedly has is vast. Church of Scientology is criminal enterprise that uses celebs to advance mafia-like racketeering. Are you kidding?
That's
One of
weird.
the biggest examples is Danny Masterson. They said he was protected by Scientology, but also need to be put up as a sacrifice. And allegedly, when it comes to Scientology, they don't play. If you go against them, they will come at you with threats, extortion, identity theft, erosion, and different types.
Now I've heard about the, I don't know what they call it, a code, a religion. I guess it's a religion, Scientology. I've heard about it a lot.
Types of fraud. Are you kidding? Now, this report is on the internet and it was done by Fox News. And I quote, in exchange for celebrity support, Scientology leaders were accused of covering up alleged crimes like they allegedly did for that 70s show, Danny Masterson, while allowing the abuser to continue tormenting the victims according to the law. And y'all know the lawsuit was filed by these women. One of the accusers even said they got rid of her pets. Are you kidding me? What did the dog do to you? And we all know what Leah went through. She finally came out and said she was filing a lawsuit last year because they had been harassing her and threatening her for years. All I know is Amanda Bynes is talking, then it may be true. If John Travolta has one of the highest rankings in Scientology, that's quote unquote not really a rank, he could get away with unaliving somebody, essaying somebody, and nothing ever happening to him. The other comments that I've seen are him giving up his son and his wife allegedly for sacrificing. I mean, we all know what happened with Katie Holmes. She disappeared from the world with her daughter just to get away from Scientology.
Yeah, I remember
and
that.
Tom Cruise. Her daughter doesn't even have any connections with her father, allegedly. They finally got out in New York a couple of months ago. Okay, I'm gonna shut up about him because, baby, I don't need John Travolta coming at me. But Amanda Bynes, baby, we hear you and we see you. And Scientology is a scary goddamn thing. So y'all made me do it. Y'all made me go dig up John.
Listen, man, there are rumors about this a lot. Amanda Bynes has been, very outspoken about everything that's happened to her behind the scenes on Nickelodeon, and it's sad. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. And I wouldn't put it past it, yo. As much as I love John Travolta in the movies, I would not put it past him. Like,
You're gonna learn today the true origins of baptism. Take a listen.
And baptism was the initiation process. Here we see in ancient times the boat that was put on the lake to represent the triad of Amun, Mut, and Khonsu. Also the initiation of baptism because your first baptism did not take place with somebody putting their hands on you. Your baptism took place in the amniotic fluid of your mother's womb. It represented Mut and Aset, where you took place at. That's the baptism. The Western world and the church want to take the power away from the woman because of misogyny and said, I'll baptize you. No man has no.
So is this man thinking like the lady that we saw in the video yesterday that she said that, abortion is it's like a ritual sacrifice, and then she broke it down. She said, you have sex, that's the ritual, and when you sacrifice your baby, when you have the abortion, that's you sacrificing the baby. But I have a question: what happens, when you have sex, that's the ritual, and you do keep your baby? Oh, she said that it's a curse. Listen, man, when you sacrifice your baby, you end up having more money. You could go, get on top faster, blah, 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 blah. And when you do keep the baby, you end up cursed. Cancer, strife, blah, blah. This is crazy. But this makes a lot of sense. But baptism, though, like baptism in the Bible, like they say, says that you're supposed to put a baby underwater. Because they said they put Jesus underwater for his sins to be clean. I mean, for him to be cleansed of his senses. Cleansed of his senses. You hear me? Cleansed of his sins. My bad.
Control over that. No man. But where we are now, brothers and sisters, is the sacred lake that we talked about in the lecture. As we said, the sacred lake was for purification and baptism. Long before John the Baptist, here we see the whole idea of being baptized, even for initiation after 40 years of becoming a grand master. Neophyte coming here to be initiated into a grand master Kariher. Also, the lake represented the triad of Amun, Mut, and Kansu. Keep in mind that the lake also represented a spiritual resurrection. Where is our first baptism? Our first baptism is in the amniotic fluid of our mother's womb. It's the Western Church that corrupted that and took it from the woman and said that you would be baptized when you come from her, because we are told that because of the sin of our mother and father's sexual connection and because of our birth through that union, that we were born in sin. There's no story whatsoever in Kemet that you were born in sin because of your mother and father coming together. Our ancestors saw that the sacred and most holy place is the micro womb with the amniotic fluid. That's where our first baptism took place at. It had nothing to do with somebody putting their nasty hands on you and telling you that you are now baptized. That is nothing but mistake.
Yo, I'm dead. He said it has nothing to do with somebody putting their nasty hands on you. Like, damn, like I guess people don't wash their hands before they put their hands on somebody's baby to put them underneath water. These Catholic pastors is nasty than shit. Oh my God. They're not just cradle thieves. Because, it's alleged that, all these priests, my bad, I said pastors. Hey, a lot of pastors too are going down for being cradle thieves. Like, they got dirty hands. And he could probably be saying dirty hands because of that. Like, It's true though. Like, these nasty ass priests and these nasty ass pastors, and not all of them, but God, there's a lot of them.
Misogyny and hatred towards the woman because of her power. That if we know nothing else, and if we can't understand how we got here, we can see from our own empirical observation one thing. That both genders, male and female, definitely comes from her. And that's power within itself. And this is what's been taken away. So when we understand baptism, we can't understand it from...
Wait, he says that both genders come from the female. See, this is where it confuses me at. Because it's impossible, because the female has the little vessels, basically the egg, right? The womb, and the little eggs there floating. But the man has the sperm, that liquid that comes from the spine while he's in there stroking it. Then he, finally gets that little, and then here come them little white men, them little white little worms into the woman, and they go swimming searching for the eggy. But them little soldiers are the ones that determine if they're male or female. So I'm a little confused. How is it that the woman is the one that determines if it's a male or female? What, they got male egg or female eggs now, like chickens? I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to make all this make sense. Maybe there's somebody out there that can make it make sense.
The outside world, we've got to understand it from a spiritual connection that no man has nothing to do with. And that is the amniotic fluid of our mother's womb, where we spent 9 months being baptized and then coming into this new life. And that
Well, if you want to do the math right, it depends. Some babies are preemie, 7, 8 months. 6 to 7 months. Then you got the babies that are born between 8, 9, and 10 months. And if you do your math right, full term is 10 months. Do the math.
Baptism in the spiritual realm, you connect it with a star, because in the spiritual realm, when you leave here, just like you came from your mother's womb, you're baptized, you'll be baptized in the amniotic fluid of eternal life as well. And the star is the one that was there to judge you in his priestly garments, as you see him here. But I want you to look at this very closely and look and see how the Western world and the church took this and copied it and then took it from the woman with that God's spirit, that divine spirit took place in her womb and then said, he will baptize you. The Holy Father was a star, the black one. And now they made the Holy Father in the Western world. They copied that from the African spiritual mystery system. Nobody can deny it. I don't care what you believe. I'm not here for you to believe this. Don't believe nothing I say. I'm here to make us think, brothers and sisters. Baptism in 418 AD, the Catholic Church Council decided that every human child is born demonic as a result of his sexual conception and damned to hell unless baptized.
So every child allegedly through the churches and stuff, every child is born demonic unless baptized. Oh, okay. So I get the baptism thing. That's crazy.
You're gonna
the first species on the face of this earth to be aware of evolution, to be aware that we are affecting our own evolution by everything that we do, the babies we eat, the food we eat, the wars we fight.
I think I reacted to this video. This one's a shorter version of it. I gotta get the fuller version of it. I'm gonna look on Google for it. But this is supposed to be a secret Illuminati meeting leaked. And yes, they asked the question, did she say the babies that we eat? And yes, she said the babies that we eat. This is
the
crazy.
first species on the face of this earth to be aware of evolution, to be aware that we are affecting our own evolution by everything that we do, the babies we eat, the food we eat, the wars we fight. The
food we eat, the babies we eat, the war we fight. I know for sure I'm not eating no babies. Yo, this shit gets me to think about that damn movie American Carnage, where they was taking the teenagers because they was young and they was turning them into ground beef, ground meat, because they wasn't beef. The shit that's coming out. It's 2024, everything's coming out. They let the cat in the hat out and it's chaos.
I don't know how people don't realize that they're aliens. That there's aliens in the ocean, bro.
He said there's aliens in the ocean.
This is literally an alien. Do you see that? Do you see the teeth? That's human teeth. Look at the way it.
That's a fucking fish with human teeth. But I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Like somebody said it looked like Jay-Z. That shit looked like Jay-Z went in the fucking ocean and sat there. Yo, this looks like Jay-Z went into the ocean and had sex with a fish, and this fish came out. Dead though. He gave me the idea. They said it looked like Jay-Z. It looked like Jay-Z went in there and had a baby with a fish.
Looks, bro. That just doesn't look normal. We gonna go through a couple of aliens. We're calling them aliens. We ain't even calling them sea creatures, sea life, and none of that. These are demon creature aliens, bro. I do this for educational and entertaining purposes only. I am not here to disrespect anybody, TikTok. But that's an alien, bro. Look at the choppers on that.
Alien. He just keeps saying
it. That's a Mr. Ed fish right there, bro.
Mr. Ed.
That's worse than that. That's a demon possessed fish.
That's Jay-Z's son.
That will bite your arm off if you look at those.
He said, Mr. Ed, that's Jay-Z's long lost son. You better be careful. That nigga gonna chop your finger off. Then Jay-Z gonna sit here and bring his demons after you, man. Allegedly. I gotta say it like that.
Those big teeth. Look at the bottom ones. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to this. Now, that right there is just some kind of living mechanism or something, right? That scientists found in the ocean. This thing is like up to 20 feet, and it looks like a bed sheet, but it's humongous, and it's just flowing and it's alive. It's alive. This is no debate, bro. Aliens are in the ocean. There is definitely some kind of portal down there, all the way down. As the more deep.
Have y'all ever thought about that they could be making hybrid fish? Like they, they do sit here and have that spliced DNA and all that stuff. Like maybe to me it could be that. Let me see the comments. Y'all talking about teeth, but didn't say nothing about the lips. Yo, I'm telling y'all, Jay-Z went in the ocean and went and had a baby with a fish. Y'all not listening. That's not Jay-Z. That's his son, his long lost son or daughter. They've been mixing genetics again and releasing them in the water. Yep, see, somebody finally said it. They've been mixing genetics again and releasing them in the water. And, there's a long history of them doing that. A long history. For real. Fact. For real fact, real life talk, facts about this topic. What? I was going to say this is no alien nor demons. It's science. Did you see the hissing cat? Right? The lip and the teeth look human. Jay-Z when they had a baby. I keep telling y'all. But all right, let's listen to the video.
You get in the ocean, the darker it gets, because somehow the further you go down, the more you actually go up, or something, bro. And there's more down there than nobody. We haven't discovered not even a fraction of what's in the ocean, and we're finding stuff like this. You seeing fish that got human teeth like us, bro. That was human teeth. Those is aliens. I want you to put it in the comments and hit the like button and let me know what y'all think about this for real. It's time to stop debating and lying to yourself. These are aliens in the ocean, y'all. Salute.
It's okay. I understandable. He's tripping right now. He's going through an episode, going crazy. Like, damn, a fish with Jay-Z lips and teeth. Like me, I know that splicing exists. I know that they do that hybrid DNA and all that stuff, which has to do with splicing. I mean, y'all should go look up y'all, go do some research on splicing so that y'all can see where I'm coming from and what I'm talking about. And that's what it seems like they're doing. Like, but Jay-Z went out in the ocean and had a kid. That's crazy. A fish.
Conspiracy theories or anything, but check this out. Y'all remember this? Conspiracy theories or anything, but check this out. So I saw this video.
Did you see they just did some weird law with house insurance in California? Yeah, they removed house insurance out there. State Farm is.
All right, this video is from January, and for those of y'all that don't know, they did pass the law, and they're starting to pass it in a lot of states.
Out of that market, I don't feel like something massive is going to happen.
And not even 2 minutes later, this text message pops up. Pause to read.
Y'all thought that shit was cap, right? Peep this. Now y'all tell me, why is all of these major companies, bro? We talking about the pushers and movers of the, you feel me? Of the shits. Why are they leaving? Bro, all of the major stores in San Fran is closing down, bro. Yo, like the Disney store, bro? Like the
everything.
Disney store's leaving?
Yo, they're closing down the Rite Aids, the Family Store, the Family Dollars here in Philadelphia, along with a lot of CVS's. There's a lot of big franchise stores closing down. It's not just in San Francisco. The same thing's happening here in Philly. I'm not sure if it's happening in your state, but I know it's happening in a lot of states, a lot of cities, a lot of counties.
Yo, I really want y'all to think about this shit, bro. This is not normal. It's time for us to really pay attention. Pay attention to what's going on around you and your surroundings and shit. And wake up! Y'all
And shit, it'll be easy for them to pay attention and they start focusing on the celebrities for real, for real.
Breaking news, America. Congress allegedly just signed the bill for all the employees around the country.
All right, so this was on March 21st.
Yeah, so they
I was right there on the TV anyways.
Allegedly, with the workers, full-time workers only get 32 hours a week. And that's for everybody. It's going to be a whole lot of struggling going on. And you know, they're giving the migrants jobs and black cards and everything right now. So it's like, who they really for? Because it seems like, man, it's making it harder for us. For real. Y'all leave a comment below what y'all think about this.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Why does man look like Mr. 86K, but with a deeper voice? I mean, no disrespect, Mr. 86K, but this man really do look like you. With some dreads too at that.
Y'all better just keep on saving right now. Just keep on stacking up because it's gonna get ugly around here, y'all. Oh, wait, thanks for watching. Breaking news, America.
There's an old saying, nothing good happens after 2 a.m. Well, this morning at 2:23, Congress released a monster.
Yo, this video was downloaded March 22nd, 2024. They start with such crazy things as examples.
1,012-page bill with $1 trillion price tag. They're rushing to pass the bill before you have a chance to read it. Why? Well, because it's full of pork. And we've been digging through it. And here's what you're paying for.
This bill is full of swine. It belong in the trash in the bottom of the ocean. But see, people don't stand up for this shit. Like, yo, we could sit here and actually do something at Congress, with Congress, but nobody goes. It's pointless in talking on that part.
Liz Warren is spending $850,000 on a gay senior citizen home in Boston.
What?
Florida has the villages. Massachusetts has the village people.
What the fuck?
We're spending $15 million to pay for Egyptians' college tuition. Egyptian tuition, not Egyptians who live in America. Egyptians in Egypt. Egyptian tuition.
What?
So we pay for illegals to go to college here, and now we're paying for the tuition before I guess they even cross the border. Speaking of Egypt, Gold Bar Bob's sending $400,000 to a gay activist group that teaches elementary school kids about being trans.
Yo, I can't. Like, yo, what in the world is going? We really letting society? We live in a twisted society, and we letting it get like this. Y'all sit here and try to play detective with these damn celebrities when they're a distraction to us, while they're sitting here passing these laws behind our backs while distracting us. And while I go to these meetings and stuff like that, I don't see nobody there. Y'all fight, shout, and scream for these celebrities, but where y'all at when it comes to these community meetings in y'all in your city, in your state, in your county, in your wherever you're at?
Not enough to keep you out of jail, Gold Bar. Sorry. Another $400,000 goes to a group that gives clothes to teens that help them hide their gender, like chest binders and tuckums. Parental permission not required.
What?
Even Dianne Feinstein, who unfortunately passed away long before the bill was written, has an earmark from the grave. $500,000 for a DEI zoo. The San Diego Zoo's getting $500,000 for an anti-racist nature appreciation program where high school kids from diverse backgrounds can observe wildlife.
Huh?
Why do they need $500,000 to go to the zoo? Tickets are like $15.
Right?
That should be enough for every congressman, especially the Republicans, to vote no. But this massive bill will probably be on Biden's desk this weekend, and he'll just sign your money away. Poof. There's an old saying.
Yes, he
Nothing
will.
good happens after 2 a.m.
would not condemn these horrific
You
events.
don't condemn them uniquely evil. You put them in pari passu relationship.
So you're saying that even though I did, so now you're admitting that I did condemn Hamas, even though she refused to condemn Hamas.
This what condemnation is? Is this where you really want to go? Is have an English discussion?
No. You wrote she refused to condemn Hamas. These are your words.
Because when you put that, at the moment you say that they have a moral equivalency with anything else, that's not condemnation. No matter.
I didn't. I said it's sad when an innocent.
It's not condemnation, and
is
it's
it,
not.
I'll just ask you a question. Is it sad?
Is
it
not
sad?
Extreme.
Sure.
Sit there and do that.
I don't want to cut each other off, okay? Because clearly what we are having here is just a disagreement. There's no reason to get angry. Do you think? Do you think it is sad when an innocent Palestinian child dies?
Candace, I cry every day, and it's not just for Israel.
He lying.
And this is one of the things you clearly do not understand. The same way most don't, who are anti-Semites, you don't get it. I cry for what's going on in Israel.
Bullshit.
I cry just as much for what we are forced to do. Golda Meir had a great quote. She said that one day we may be able to forgive them for killing Israeli children. We will never be able to forgive them for making us kill their children.
So what about my statement of saying that I also cry for Palestinian children is wrong to you if you also admit it is sad when Palestinian children die?
It's painful, but it is not in any way, shape, or form morally equivalent to October 7th. That is the anti-Semitic bigotry.
But I didn't say that. I just want to be clear. People are watching. It's just not what came out of my mouth. But I'm not gonna. I don't want to get hung up. I don't want to get hung up on that. I want to now point to. You said I wanted to talk about the depravities. I'm gonna quote, but not.
Yo, this is crazy.
In times of doubt and fear, you're always there. Your loving grace beyond compare. Lord, I've learned that in you I must believe, for only in your arms my heart finds reprieve. Through trials and storms, you never left my side. In your strength and wisdom, I will abide. I trust in you alone, my rock and my guide. With faith as my shield, in you I confide. When darkness falls and hope seems lost, I turn to you no matter the cost. You light the way with unwavering trust. In your embrace, I know I must adjust.
Yes, because Lord, shit, we have to find a way to forgive these people. And I agree with Candace. A man exposed his baby mama for allegedly trafficking drugs through a prison after she was clowning him about child support on Facebook. Wow. So she was trafficking drugs with somebody on, in prison, while on Facebook she was clowning her baby dad for child support. Yo, this is why I say some women ain't shit. And a lot of women get mad at me for saying this. See, the ones that get mad to me, in my opinion, have a tendency of doing this on a regular. Things like this. They'll be the ones that'll sit here and probably put a knife on their own shoulder and sit here and say, oh no, he stabbed me. Probably stab a fork on her foot and say that he stabbed her foot. Like real shit.
So y'all see this girl? Hold your face up. Hold your face up if I knock your ass out.
Don't do that. What is you doing?
Oh, she crying now, huh? She want to cry now.
Put it back up here. Move. Move.
Why? You're putting yourself for real.
Y'all see what she been doing? Taking shit in the prison. Y'all see this shit? Dope.
Oh, wow.
Dope. That's what she been taking in the fucking prison. And her ass going to fucking jail.
Oh, shit, he called the cops on her.
She going to jail. Y'all see her. She ain't give a fuck then. Now she want to act like now she scared to go to jail. Y'all see her, and I know y'all know her.
You just put your fingerprints all over that bag. And the baby's crying. Oh wow. Let me ask y'all a question, right? In y'all opinion, was he wrong for exposing her on social media like that? I mean, the only thing the only thing I saw wrong in this picture is that the baby was crying in the background the whole time. You could have at least attended your baby and did this. But at least he called the cops. Like, would y'all call the cops on your baby mom if she was trafficking drugs into a prison? How was she getting the drugs into a prison? And why did I look like a bag of flour? But I don't know. Listen, man, I don't bag up dope. So
Why is it always black people and white Democrats that question whether?
You know what? I didn't want to say it, but he's full of shit. I'm thinking.
whoa, what happened?
Why is it always black people and white Democrats that question whether?
You know what? I didn't want to say it, but he's full of shit. I'm thinking, like, the whole issues in Harlem where it has been fully gentrified. Why hasn't his office on 145th been taken? Yeah, because he's in the pocket of these motherfuckers. All of the people in Harlem, we've been struggling, and this motherfucker didn't speak out about none of this shit. He didn't help none of them. So, fuck you, Al Sharpton. You never did anything for my generation. Maybe you might have did something for my grandma and them generation, but you're full of shit now. And I'm taking the torch, okay? Because you ain't doing shit, okay?
Oh
And you
my.
ain't gonna do shit, but just keep talking and chatting on these podcasts. I'm gonna really get some action done. Our schools need to be upgraded. We need affordable housing. We need better programs for the incarcerated that's coming out. We need better health care. We need better food. And you just running your mouth about nothing. Not even taking the action. All you do is for publicity and to get on NBC and the rest of these shits. I'm sorry, the young generation don't give a fuck about you or anybody else in that family. Goodbye.
That's why y'all need to start going in and putting somebody that does something. Hopefully they don't end up being puppets to the government like everybody else.
This is the ground plans of the Louisiana Purchase Explosion, St. Louis, Missouri, 1904. Keyword 1904. Now, first look at look at that. You see how the south is up north and the north is down south, and the west is east and the east is west. So you see how they flipped already? They didn't flip the compass. So now everybody's direction is off whenever they're looking for something particularly, or whenever they're trying to see where something is or what something is. So keyword.
Yeah, I was reading about this and I was looking up into it, and it's crazy. Yep. The maps are all, upside down. One, we've been reading them backwards, just like everything else. And to top it off, north is south, south is north, east is west, west is east. Like, if y'all don't believe me, go do your goddamn research. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, man, screw saying I'm sorry, because I'm not sorry. I'm not. I'm doing my research. If you haven't, please go do it. For those of you that are just learning about this, look, listen, man, you need to dive down the rabbit hole. Go down that rabbit hole. Don't be scared. You'll be able to come back up and come up with your own opinions and your own conclusions.
Word that I want people to see, because north ain't south and south ain't north and east ain't west and west ain't east. Little do people know, so they kind of got your brains a little going now. I want you to notice there were a lot of things that were over here. Ground plans, it says 1904, right? So Morocco wasn't even founded until 1952. So what is this? You sure this ain't the ancient Jerusalem and ancient Morocco right over here next to Illinois? California was right over here, Temple Inn, you see Japan, right? You see a bunch of little places. Hold on, you see Great Britain. Yes, this is on this land. You see Sweden, you see Cuba, you see China, you see Belgium, yep, Austria. All of these places were over here. All of these places, Italy, all of these places were over here, right on this land specifically, right? And this little thing that you see right here, you see how they got it, the sky view? This is a sky view. This is this that I was just showing you. This is what this looked like from an east to west view. This is what that looked like, baby. When they got over here, that's what they saw, baby. They know what they saw, baby. Greatness. Come on, Morris, stand up. They know what they saw, baby. Greatness. You think we ain't had this whole land on lock? Come on, man. Come on, man. Slaves ain't built no White House. We did. We built all this. Morris did, baby. ancient Morocco. Now, I'm going to go back to this, because remember, if the new Morocco was founded in 1952, then there must have been the people that purchased this land and took the Jerusalem from over here and threw it over there. They took Morocco from over here and threw it over there, because we can find letters from George Washington writing to the Sultan of Morocco. So if the Morocco that's established over there in 1952, if that was just established, then this must have been the Morocco he was writing to. That's why they got Cahokia, Illinois, and you also got a Cahokia in what? Exactly, or Cairo, shall I say. You got a Cairo, Illinois, and they say the Cahokia mounds. We got a lot of mounds over here. We were mound builders. They didn't want to call us pyramid builders. They called us mound builders. Let's keep that in mind. You see, we got Tennessee over here, Idaho, fraternity. You see what I'm saying? Look at that. Virginia, Georgia. Come on, man. Like it never stops.
Blessings, Lord. You said he was in a museum? Oh, snap. I didn't even know. I'm just looking at the video like, oh, shit. This map was for the 1904 World Fair map.
You see, Missouri was way up here. So we in Missouri. I'm in Missouri right now, but how Missouri way up here? How is this a map of the land that I'm on right now? Missouri is just a little teeny place next to Louisiana and Wisconsin and Ohio, New York. Why is New York all the way over here? How's New York all the way over here? Ohio, New York, Massachusetts, Minnesota. So clearly we had these places. North Jerusalem. For those who claim they're Israelites but don't even know where Israel is, this is Jerusalem, the holy city, buddy. Sorry, you got Iowa, you got Mississippi, and mind you, if you're wondering why it looks so confusing, you should be. They flipped your whole world upside down. So you see south is north, north is south, east is west, west is east. So you have to learn a whole new form of direction. This is...
Yo, I learned this a little while back. Like, that had me stuck. That's because I wanted to learn about the compass when I was in Girl Scouts. Girl Scouts was that shit. You learned a lot. But Girl Scouts, I don't know how it is now. I know that I'm trying to get my daughter in there this summer. I was doing a little thing a couple months back, but I got to see what the heck I got to do now.
Ordered Google to hand over the names, addresses, telephone numbers, and user activity of those who watch certain YouTube videos. The feds were trying to track down a criminal and were apparently tracking you in the process. The senior national correspondent, Kevin Cork, is live in D.C. with big news about Big Brother. Kevin, good evening.
Evening, Trace. According to Forbes, the government asking Google to give up names, addresses, phone numbers.
Hold on, let me see something. Hold on, I gotta look at the comments real quick. Now, he was in a museum. I seen those same maps in 2018. My boy went in 2022. They gone, but that map ain't what you think. It was a map of a fairground. But it's only true north. Everything is backwards. Yeah, I know that because I did my research a little while back on that. And like I said, I was interested in the compass things when I was in Girl Scouts, so I figured I learned a little bit about the map stuff. And then a couple years back, I was doing the history with my son. I was helping him with some homework. You know, he's homeschooled and stuff, so it's kind of like I dove a little deeper into that, and it's crazy. That John really shocked me. I was like, yo, we've been lied to our whole lives.
And user activity of all account users who accessed certain YouTube videos back in January of 2023, as you mentioned.
Yo, this video was uploaded on March 26th, and it says the feds ask for identities of YouTube video viewers. I need to go. Hold up. I need to rewind you back just 1 second because I know y'all not telling me. Wait, hold up.
Activity of those who watch certain YouTube videos. The feds were trying to track down a criminal and were apparently tracking you in the process. The senior national correspondent, Kevin Cork, is live in D.C. with big news about Big Brother. Kevin, good evening.
Evening, Trace.
Yo, I agree with the person that's in them comments over there. And they are worried about TikTok. Man, they worried about the wrong shit. Feds are trying to get information off of us regular viewers, or is it just the viewers? Is it also the content creators, the subscribers? Like, we all watch YouTube even though we create or just view. Like, yo, what the wait a minute.
According to Forbes, the government asking Google to give up names, addresses, phone numbers and user activity of all account users who accessed certain YouTube videos back in January of 2023, as you mentioned, as part of a larger.
Well, he says certain YouTube videos, so I'm guessing it's not for everybody.
As you mentioned, as part of a larger criminal investigation. Now, in another instance, police also asked Google to provide a list of accounts that viewed and or interacted with YouTube live streams that could lead to information again on what they claim was a police search. Privacy experts tell Fox Business tonight.
Oh shit! So basically, the feds are watching everybody's lives. Yo, that shit is crazy. Y'all better watch what y'all do on these YouTube streets. The feds got an eye out on y'all shit. Well, on all of us that make videos. Yo, this shit is crazy. Now we got the feds looking.
This discovery is absolutely terrifying, saying it allows the police to target
I ain't got
people
shit to worry
for
about, so.
simply consuming content. Quote, it's unconstitutional, it's terrifying, and it's happening every day. These YouTube warrants are just as chilling, allowing police to target people simply for the content they consume. No one should fear and knock at the door from police simply because of what YouTube's algorithm serves up. Now, the discovery also comes as Meta is said to be changing its algorithm to restrict Instagram users' access to political information. And of course, as an upcoming Supreme Court ruling could set new standards for free speech. And while it's still unclear tonight if Google gave authorities the requested information, the company tells Fox Business this evening, quote, we have a rigorous process designed to protect the privacy and constitutional rights of our users. It goes on. We examine each demand for legal validity, consistent with developing case law, and we routinely push back against overbroad or otherwise inappropriate demands for user data, including objecting to some demands entirely. Now, the DOJ tonight has yet to respond to our request for comment. It is a huge story, a bombshell, some would say, Trace, one that will obviously garner further examination. Order Google.
Yo, now we see why they want to censor TikTok. For real, for real. Like, yo, this was posted on March 26th, and we know they was already talking about it before March. Like, so basically they're trying to say the feds is watching people's lives. And I guess keeping an eye on the people that are viewing certain content. Listen, man, I'm trying to figure it out. Y'all doing that to the people that are bullying on here? I hope so. Go get them. But if not, man, can y'all go sit down somewhere, please? Damn, they really said the feds. Y'all better watch what y'all do on this, John.
Diddy is just a pawn in a greater. What if I told you that P. Diddy is just a pawn in a greater scheme? And stay with me through the course of this video because I'm about to open everybody's eyes to a lot of shit.
If he's about to defend Diddy, I'm going to smack him. And I'm not just going to smack him.
In my last video, I mentioned somebody by the name of Sir Lucian Grange, somebody that's been rumored to sponsor these specific parties as to where these allegations are originating from. But what if I told you it goes way beyond this man in Universal Music Group? And when I say way beyond, I mean way beyond. His name is Leora Cohen. He's the head of music and YouTube and former CEO of Warner Music Group, okay? You know, the guy from a couple.
Oh shit, he's the head of what? In YouTube? Wait, he owns YouTube too?
And in Universal Music Group. And when I say way beyond, I mean way beyond. His name is Leora Cohen. He's the head of music and YouTube and former CEO of Warner Music Group, okay? You know the guy.
All right, so he's the former CEO of Warner Music, but he owns YouTube. He's the head of he's the head of YouTube. So he's big on YouTube. I didn't even know he was the head of YouTube. I thought YouTube belonged to somebody else. Oh shit.
Guy from a couple years ago that was accused of creating gangster rap to fill private prisons by glamorizing criminality. John Homestead, a retired CIA agent a couple years ago, admitted that the CIA was behind the creation of gangster rap in the late 80s and 90s in order to glamorize criminal behavior and fill private prisons. Something that not only Tupac spoke about back in the 90s, but also Kanye in modern day. Do keep in mind, before I go any further, this is for entertainment purposes only, okay? But the former CIA agent said that the CIA worked in tandem with music industry elite to create a funnel in which young people will be indoctrinated with brainwashing gangster rap music, introduced to a life of crime, and then delivered to the highly profitable private prison system. And this just so coincidentally took off right after Jay-Z was released from prison back in the 90s. Not saying those two things add up in any way, but boy, is that ironic. He also said that some of the biggest names in the music industry are in cahoots with private prison owners, and stating that back in 2021, CoreCivic, formerly known as Corrections Corporation of America, the biggest name in the private prisons industry, contacted 48 states offering to buy their prisons. And supposedly there was one requirement of eligibility for the deal that was particularly strange. An assurance by the agency partner that the agency has sufficient inmate population to maintain a 90% occupancy rate over the term of the contract. Supposedly, back in the year 2012, a mere 232 media executives in the U.S. were responsible for controlling all revenues necessary to manufacture for any celebrity and spark any trend. Time Warner, as the owner of Warner Brothers Records, can not only sign an artist, but since they are also the owners of Entertainment Weekly, they can also put an artist on the cover of magazines by next week. Here's the kicker. BET and MTV are owned by Viacom, right? But here's the thing. When ownership of these mass media conglomerates is cross-checked with the biggest names of private prison ownership, things start to get really fishy and sketchy. The largest owner of CoreCivic, formerly Corrections Corporations of America, is Vanguard Group Incorporated. Vanguard
Yo, all these motherfuckers are in cahoots. This is crazy.
is the #1 largest holder in both Viacom and Time Warner. Vanguard is also the largest holder in the GEO Group, the second largest owner of private prisons in the entire USA. Vanguard! Gotta hope I don't get targeted by the CIA or some shit for this fucking video. But you gotta bring awareness! And you know how I told you about Leroy Cohen, right? You know, the former CEO of Warner Music Group, the head of music and YouTube? Well, check this photo out. Oh, that's pretty interesting, isn't it? And a music industry executive who was present at the first meeting between the CIA, private prison, and the music industry executives has written a confessional letter detailing exactly what went down on that fateful day. The video has since been deleted. Leroy Cohen also joined Google at the end of 2016, having previously acted as the CEO of 300 Entertainment, people. Prior to taking his position at YouTube, though, Cohen worked on the label side of the music industry at companies including Warner Music, like I spoke about, Def Jam, people, Island Def Jam, and 300 Entertainment that I just spoke about.
Yo.
And in his early career, he also gained artist management experience at Def Jam's sister company, Rush Management. Leroy Cohen started his career in the music industry supposedly as a manager at the...
He just included Def Jam in there. And you know who owns Def Jam now? Snoopity Snoop. And he's been involved in all the rumors. Oh my God, Snoop Dogg.
Russell Simmons founded Rush Management. During his first day with the company, he was famously selected to replace Run DMC's missing tour manager. He continued working as a road manager for Run DMC and the Beastie Boys from 1984 to 1987. Cohen stayed with Rush as a manager until 1994, running the company's day-to-day operations and advising such acts as Run DMC, LL fucking Cool J, and Public Enemy. Cohen personally signed artists including A Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul, EPMD, Eric B., Rakim, and Slick Rick. And while still working at Rush Management in 1988, Cohen began his move to the label side of the music business by joining Simmons at Def Jam. He shortly became partners with Simmons, negotiating the label separation from his distributor, Sony. In 1994, the pair negotiated a new distribution deal with Polygram, which was eventually acquired by Universal. Boy, it really makes you wonder what happened to Tupac, right? That man was taking absolutely nobody's shit. But in 1998 and 1999, after the events of which we all know that happened, Cohen brokered the deal to sell Def Jam to Universal, creating the Island Def Jam Music Group, which combined Def Jam, Mercury, and Island Records. And as official president of Island Def Jam then, Cohen was responsible for labels including Rockefeller people, American Records, and Roadrunner Records. Oh, this shit gets deep. Artists under his watch at Island Def Jam included Jay-Z, Bon Jovi, Ludacris, Mariah Carey, and a whole bunch more. And in 2004, Cohen just so happened to be recruited by Warner Music Group and became the CEO and president of recorded music at WMG. He would eventually become chairman of WMG, thus being responsible for all worldwide recording music, including but not limited to Atlantic Records Group, newly founded after the merger of Atlantic Records and Elektra Records and Warner Bros. Records. He was also in charge of marketing, sales, distribution, catalog marketing, and the digital music business. Cohen is also credited with preparing the label for the music consumption changes due to streaming. And he signed an unprecedented deal with YouTube in 2006 that allowed the site to show videos from Warner's talent roster in exchange for a share of YouTube's revenue. And TikTok wasn't
Yeah, no, yeah, where Snoop owns Death Row now. I think it was not so long ago. He's the owner of Death Row.
providing any revenue, Kind of makes sense as to why they parted ways, But he left WNG in 2012, co-founding 300 Entertainment with his former Warner Bros. Music and Def Jam colleague Kevin Liles. 300 Entertainment has found success with their past and current sightings, including Migos, Megan Thee Stallion, and YSL Records with Young Thug, Gunna, etc. And he remained in the active role with the company until the end of 2016. It was at the end of 2016 when Lear Cohen was announced as YouTube's global head of music, thus putting Sir Lucian Grange in charge of Universal Music. So God, that ladder really goes up pretty high, doesn't it? But yeah, let's just put all the blame on Diddy, right? There is always a pawn in a bigger chess game, okay? And this chess game evidently should have been folded up back in the 80s. But I guess
I get the Bulls' point, but Diddy still chose to do what he did. So it's not about putting the blame on Diddy. He is guilty. I get your point. You wanted to give us the history. Thank you, sir. Now let me show you my generosity. Do you want a cookie? I get your point. But the man still did what he did because he chose to. He didn't have a gun on his head when he beat them women and did what he did to Usher, when he did what he did to Justin and all them other people. Like I get your point, but right about now is you defending him? Damn.
Salem Hospital taking corrective action after flawed procedures. The hospital saying it has notified nearly 400.
I just mixed it up. I think I might have just mixed it up. It's not. It's Def Jam. He owns Def Jam now. Wait, let me see. What music label does Snoop Dogg own now? Yeah, Death Row. In February 2022, it was announced that Snoop had fully acquired Death Row Records from its previous owner, the MNRK Music Group, formerly E1 Music. The label was also revived when Snoop Dogg released his 20th album, BODR. What companies does Snoop Dogg own? Okay, we're not going to get there. I know the companies he owns. I like Snoop Dogg, but that's why I'm over here like, wow, Snoop, like, you serious? Like, damn, man, do I have to denounce you too? I love you. I love his movies. I like his music. Like, damn, my favorite movie was Bones.
150 endoscopy patients that they may have been exposed to serious infections.
Oh, they was talking about Def Jam? Hold on. I'm tripping.
what if I told you that P. Diddy is just a pawn in a greater scheme? I mean, way beyond Kanye in modern day. Do keep in mind, before I go any further, this is for entertainment. The contract. Supposedly, back in the year 2012, a mere 232 media executives in the U.S. were responsible for controlling all revenues. Right? You know, the former CEO. I mean, what if I told you that P. Diddy is just a pawn in a greater scheme? And stay with me through the course.
You might be right, but I could have sworn he said Death Row, not Def Jam. I don't know. You might be right. I'll check the replay and I'll let you know. Like, oh shit, did a mix up? Damn.
Salem Hospital taking corrective action after flawed procedures. The hospital saying it has notified nearly 450 endoscopy patients that they may have been exposed to serious infections, hepatitis B, hepatitis C, and HIV. Salem Hospital taking corrective action after flawed procedures.
I'm more afraid of going to the
hospital
hospital and
saying it has
dying.
notified
This is
nearly
not an
450
accidental. There's no way.
endoscopy patients.
Endoscopy. Oh my God. The fact this happened last year and we just hearing about it is wild. When did they upload this video? Yeah. Stop doing that to me.
Ordered Google to
Why
hand
would you
over
do
the
that?
name.
What if I told you that?
Right. They just uploaded this. I guess they starting to share this. This was uploaded on March 26, 2024. Damn. A hospital responsible for patients being exposed to HIV, hepatitis, and more. Damn. And people wonder why I don't listen, man. Hospitals, all they do is just make money. They'll sit here, give you a diagnosis, or make whatever you have already happening that you could cure with nothing but herbs worse. For you to have to go here and get some medication and what? More money, more money, more money, more money.
Introducing a black Jesus is just another way to keep black people drawn into religion. Sip some water with me. Interesting how they roll out a black Jesus but won't tell you that God is a black woman. As God is the reflection of your mother, as your mother is the one who molded you in her womb, holds you in darkness much like the universe itself. A whole 9 months in darkness. Much like the deeper you go into the ocean, the darker it gets. Watching all Big Mama's creations swim around in her waters. The black
I mean, I don't know if this is poetry. It sound like it. I guess her poetry is called Black Jesus, or this is probably her opinion. I'm not sure, but somebody in the comments said, and it's so funny that the black Jesus looked exactly like that picture of the white Jesus, just colored black. What I joke, my people need to let religion go permanently. Hey, 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 come here. The first sentence was strong. They aren't ready for this conversation, even the lost mothers. Girl, you better tell it. Ooh, this sounds like she's like giving us some poetic justice, though.
womb man is the first to surface this entire realm. If they're going to tell you who the son is, they got to tell you who the great mother is. The Pope know exactly who we are as they worship the Black Madonna effortlessly. The mother and the son. Okay. But do understand that the great mother is not your savior. She is your creator.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Like I mixed it up bad, heavy as shit just now. Then, my bad, my bad. I do apologize. I do apologize. They wasn't talking about Def Roll. They was talking about Def Jam. Ah, damn. I mixed them up bad. I need to go to sleep, but I can't sleep because I'm in pain.
Until she is acknowledged as such
But I'm
by
about to
her
just lay
children,
down.
her children will continue to be attacked. Her children need to understand that they're master creators, just like her, for we are made in her image. This is why Italy showed Lady Liberty being held in bondage, because everybody knows.
Y'all do know the real meaning of the Liberty Bell, right? The statue of the Statue of Liberty, the Liberty Bell. You hear me? The Statue of Liberty, the real meaning behind that, John, is not what we think. And the Statue of Liberty is not even a woman. Like when I learned about the history of the Statue of Liberty, yo, y'all need to go look up the history of the Statue of Liberty. Like, I don't want to piss nobody off. I'm gonna give y'all some time before I react to the video. And I'm not talking about the word. Because the word just knows everything. This man knows history.
Who she is, but her children in America. Their objective is to keep Black people searching outside of themselves for their power. So they'll feed you whatever you want to see. They'll tell
That's
you
a
whatever
fact.
you want to hear. Baby, even if Jesus was actually a person and he was a Black man, he was used as an example of what you should not do. They crucified him because he spoke up and didn't give a damn. And with that being said, if I were Jesus, I'd be tired of my name being called on. Jesus is simply a representation of your physical body. Christ is your level of consciousness that you have been detached from. There is no man coming through the clouds to save you, no matter what race. You are the savior that you seek. You are your Messiah.
Thanks.
The way that you enter into heaven is through the mind. The way that you enter into hell is through the mind. Select your destination. Introduce.
Yeah, I agree with everything that she said. The only thing I don't agree with her is with the Statue of Liberty. She needs to go, she needs to make a little dive into the rabbit hole real quick and come back up and tell us what she finds out when it comes to the Statue of Liberty. I'm sorry, but I could disagree to agree with you. And I said it just like that.
Tell you this, but
you guys,
I'm sorry
oh my
to
God,
tell you
watch
this,
this.
but your favorite fast food chicken sandwich place will now be selling you a different type of chicken.
Yeah, I understood that part. But the Statue of Liberty, like she was saying that they had her chained up and stuff like that. No, man, I want people to go do their research about the Statue of Liberty, man. Like my whole life, I thought the Statue of Liberty was a woman, and it's not. And what I thought it represented, freedom, it doesn't. But guys, for anybody that catches the replay, right? Yo, this is what she was talking about. I understood it, but no, I didn't know what she was talking about. But I understood what she was talking about. Crazy as it sounds. That's why I say, yo, I agree with everything she said, just not the Statue of Liberty. Just not that part. I'm gonna do a video on that, on the Statue of Liberty, because that shit drew my attention. I'm like, damn, my whole life I thought this damn statue was a woman and it represented freedom. If y'all only knew what it represents.
You guys,
I'm sorry to tell you this, but your favorite fast food chicken sandwich place will now be selling you a different type of chicken. A very different type of chicken. Now, I'm not going to go too much into what just happened, but if you guys have watched some of my earlier content, I stated to you that I have been throughout this country in places that a lot of you guys have never been and never seen before. And there's something that you noticed. Anybody who eats hamburgers, you know, chicken sandwiches, chicken, fried chicken, all this stuff, there's not a lot of animals out there.
That's true. And another thing that I noticed is, right, the chicken doesn't bleed no more when you fry it. The steak doesn't bleed no more when you fry it. I mean, when you clean it, it looks like you're taking ink off the steak or something. Like the same thing with the chicken. It's like you're cleaning ink off the chicken. I mean, I know I'm not tripping. You put them in a frying pan, none of them bleed. When our parents used to cook food, the chicken used to bleed, especially them thighs and them drumsticks. The breast even bled. But the thighs and them drumsticks used to really bleed. Like the steak, like when my mom used to make her bistec empanado, which is like breaded steak, the steak would bleed through the flour. Like that's why I'm saying here. I'm like, yo, y'all not getting it. We eat in ink and air.
And for full context, this guy right here, I'm going to put his video in the description of this video. Go watch that full video. This brother breaks it down, and it's pretty alarming. But will that change what you think about certain restaurants like Chick-fil-A? I don't think so. I'll stop there. Go check out his video. It'll be right here in the description of this video. And come back to my video and let me know what you think about that. Peace and love and deuces. So Elon Musk, you have a electric vehicle that you sell in the United States, right? And people are just now realizing that China has more advanced electrical vehicles. And it's deeper than that. Why are you selling this old technology? Why are you selling this mediocre vehicle? You guys want to know something shocking? China has flying cars. Check this out. All of you guys who are supporting Tesla, I hope you understand that China has an electric vehicle, but also a flying vehicle that just got certified.
I've been telling y'all, see, people been saying, oh, that's not true. I don't see it. I don't hear it in the news. Why y'all keep waiting for the news to tell y'all something? Why do y'all keep waiting for the news to tell y'all something when y'all can research all this on your own? I mean, I don't, maybe I'm tripping. Let's play.
Do you hear me? And not only will this vehicle be available while it's being tested in China, it will soon come to America. So we're going to spend almost $200,000 on a Tesla truck, when this truck right here is an electrical vehicle that
flies.
also has a flying vehicle. What's happening? Elon, you got to answer this question. Why aren't you doing this? And
Elon is not the real genius. Elon is trying to still break and discover and uncover other people's work. He's still trying to crack codes and stuff like that. Like, man, listen, y'all need to wake up. Just wake up.
And why are you selling us that for $200,000 when we can get this for even cheaper? I'm out.
I don't get angry. I keep trying.
You see this man right here? This is why they want to take down TikTok. So listen closely to what he's about to say, because you're not going to want to miss this.
And it helps also to get rid of mucus in the body, whether it be in the lungs, for asthma, bronchitis, for coughs, for sore throats, congestion, just generally getting rid of mucus. It also works well in the GI tract for excess mucus.
Now, what he's talking about is a herb called mullein. If you've smoked in the past, if you have asthma, or you just wake up in the morning and you're really congested, this is going to help you breathe. It's typically found in leaf format. Unfortunately, you would have to break this down and boil it to be able to drink it. As of recently, some manufacturers have basically been able to distill it down into a very fine form. You take 2 to 3 drops first thing in the morning, and you will notice that it'll start to clear out your system. Now, if this is so powerful, you might be wondering, why have I never heard of this? If the past few years have taught us anything, it's this. There's certain powers that be that have vested interest in how you take care of your respiratory health. For some people, it worked. For some people, it didn't. I'll leave it at that. This is a natural solution. It's not going to have lasting side effects, unlike what we've just went through. But it does sell out quickly, though. So if you are interested, if you want to breathe better, get on this. You see this man right here?
Yo, has anybody ever tried the mullein treatment? Like, I want to know because my son has asthma and his asthma has been acting up real bad, real bad. Like, if it works, I'm gonna try it. But I want to know if somebody's tried it first and it works. Let us already know.
My daughter just asked me if the song Bingo was about the farmer or the dog, and now I'm sitting here contemplating life.
What? No. Was the song Bingo about the farmer or the dog? I mean, the farmer is literally in the sentence. The song is about Bingo the dog. Oh my, I mean, I was about to sing on McDonald's. What the fuck? Yo, hold up. Wait, I gotta listen.
Way. Fuck's sake. I went through life thinking that this farmer had a bunch of fucking animals that were named Bingo.
This motherfucker's now talking about fucking on McDonald's. Like, what the fuck? Wait a minute. Old McDonald's is not part of the Bingo song. No, it's not. It's 2 separate songs. Old McDonald's had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. There was a farmer who had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, B-I-N-G-O. B-I-N-G-O. And Bingo was his name. Oh. Yeah, what the fuck?
Which I always thought was strange. The farmer's name was Bingo. Fuck.
My daughter just asked me if the song
2 idiots. I'm sorry. Like, dude, like, for the first, I don't know, the guy on the guy on the right, on my right, is a father, but for the father on the left, on my left, dude, tell your daughter that Bingo is the dog. B-I-N-G-O, B-I-N-G-O, and Bingo was his name.
5 people this week were arrested in the Las Vegas school district, including an assistant principal who was sending text messages and trying to lure minors. He was arrested in Texas. They believe he's trying to get into Mexico. This is the assistant principal of a Henderson school. Henderson is the neighboring community of Las Vegas, folks. The neighboring community. The school district in Las Vegas, the metro area, had 5 people this week. Not this month, not this year, this week. Folks, homeschool your kids. It's not safe to send them to school. Aren't you seeing this? This is out of control. This is out of control. Every week I'm doing these videos. Every week.
Man, I understand where you're coming from because I do the same thing and I have to give it a break because people don't understand. Yo, we got to stand up and fight for our kids. Y'all didn't hear the lady on one of the videos I played earlier? They eat babies here in America. Like, is we not paying attention? And I'm going to say allegedly. All right? Because my mom has gotten me in trouble on YouTube before. Blessings, Riaz. Blessings. My bad. I was not, I didn't see you here. Wait, I didn't see you on the because I'm looking at the phone. Yeah, this is crazy. But I'm gonna end this live, y'all. I've been on this John already. He's gone on 2 hours. My alarm just went off. I'm gonna play one more video, but parents, yo, please, 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 please pay attention. Like, there are too many pedophile predators in these schools, and our kids are paying the consequences because we're not fighting, we're not standing up. We need more parents in the meetings. It doesn't matter where you're at, there's a community meeting in every city, state, and county.
Of mass evacuation for Americans.
I'm not surprised that they want Americans out. I mean, why would they want to keep us here? It's nothing that they can do with us anymore. Y'all have to understand, because don't nobody listen to me. We are free people now. We don't have to do nothing that the government tell us to do. We don't have to pay our taxes. We don't have to go to work. We don't have to vote. We don't have to do anything because we are not under the Roman law. We are not under the law of the land. We are not under the transatlantic slave trade contract. Our 400 years is up. The 144,000 year is here. We are free people. We are not even black anymore. We are not even American. We are considered free people. That means America can't do nothing to us. They can't make us do anything. So what they're doing is they're giving us one last chance. All they can do now is threaten us.
I was gonna say what happened. Like, okay, the video is a little longer. Like, yo, one last chance to do what? Okay, hold up. I messed up. I thought the video was done.
Yes. All they can do now is threaten us. So it's like, okay, look, we're giving y'all one last chance. It's either y'all leave on your own free will, or we are going to have to make you leave. This is what they are doing because they are threatening us. This is why I said we are going through a spiritual war, but it's manifesting through the physical. But y'all don't understand it because y'all are deep in the matrix. The matrix is the physical. This is why when you learn the
I thought the
spiritual, you can
Matrix was
already
the
see what's
computer and the
going on.
phones and all that shit.
They are basically threatening us, telling us if we don't leave, we are going to take over anyway. So what we are saying as the indigenous in the spiritual war, we ain't going nowhere. This is why you see the army building up in Texas. Because eventually it's going to be the Roman Empire, the law of the land, versus the true indigenous owner who is the owners of the law of the waters. This is why this is a spiritual war. And so many people is talking about, yeah, spiritual war. They don't even understand.
Yeah, I think this is something that Miss Yo Thoughts, Miss Akimi, something the word, maybe antisocial might know a lot about. So when they do talk about this, I'm about to take a nap though. So I know they not going live. But I gotta go check their next lives because I know they talk about these stuff, the spiritual wars and stuff like that a lot. I gotta definitely go check them out. Hopefully they'd speak about this a little more. But I am doing my own research on it, so.
And people just talk. This is why in the Bible they said, don't mind what's going on in the physical. They're going to be wars and rumors of war and pestilence, but don't mind those things. That's not the end yet because we are stuck in the physical. The spiritual is what we need to be looking at right now. We are being threatened by Lucifer himself telling us, we know that y'all are free. See, they know that we are free. They know the Black American. They know that the Black people are free now. We don't know it. So what they trying to do now is the fact that we don't know it. They're gonna try to take advantage as much as they can by doing this stuff to you. Because as long as you don't know who you are, you don't know your freedom, you're gonna
Yep.
allow them to do whatever they want to do to you because you got faith in them and you believe them and you know them. But at the same time, you don't know that these people is basically stopping you from getting the glory that you was already intended to because you was already saved the moment you got here. But they lied to you and told you that the only way you're going to be saved is if you worship Jesus Christ and that you have to obey the Ten Commandments. But what they lied to you about was
Okay,
that when you
okay.
automatically came on earth, you was automatically saved because you
See, I knew the word.
sacrificed your
I
own
knew the
life
word
to
when
get
I was
here.
talking about it.
Because if you didn't, Lucifer was going to kill you and your source. So you have to sacrifice your life to basically protect your source. This is why you down here. You are down here to basically protect your energy. This is why you're here. You are here on earth to protect your energy, to protect your source. So the whole time that we have been living on this earth, the devil had no control over us. The devil had no power over us. The devil couldn't get our power because we protected it. This is why after 144,000 years, Lucifer still can't find the key of life. He can't find it because the only person that got the key to life is the Black woman. And the Black woman distilled the key in the Black man when he went inside of us. So the fact that the Black man went inside of us and he was created from a Black woman, he now is a part of that key. But the Black woman is the owner of that key. So the only way that the Black man is going to work is if he has to have a Black woman because he was made from her image. But when Lucifer created the man, he created the man in his image. But the fact that the woman hold the key of life, she can instantly turn Lucifer creation and flip it. I hope y'all understand and overstand everything I just said. This is the reason why Lucifer got all the keys. He needs one more key. You got fire, air, water, earth, and ether. Ether is the fifth element of life. And who carries ether? Black people. We were at the end of life. The key is about to be revealed. I said it.
On likelihood of mass
In a world without women, will there be loving compassion? Their strength and wisdom, essential for our evolution. From nurturing to leading with grace, women bring balance to every space. Their resilience and empathy, crucial for humanity's harmony. Can this world truly function without the essence of their contribution? Let's honor and respect them, for they are the heart of our civilization. Would this world function properly without the laughter of children's glee, their innocence and pure hearts adding color to life's art? Imagine a world without their curious minds, no tiny hands to hold in times, their dreams and hopes a beacon bright, guiding us through the darkest night. For in the eyes of a child we see the possibility of what could be. Their love and light, a gift so rare, a world without them we cannot bear. In a world without men, will we thrive or fall? Could we find balance, or will chaos call? Strength and power they bring, but also strive. Can this world function without them in our life? Leaders and workers, fathers and sons. Their absence may leave us all in the run, but empathy and grace can fill the void. Can this world function without men deployed? Yet women have risen strong and true, breaking barriers, making their debut. Together we stand, hand in hand. Can this world function without man's command? In the land of the free, laws guide our way, but some turn a blind eye, letting warriors sway. Knowledge is power, in rights we find might. As civilians, it's crucial to stand up and fight. Justice is served when we know what's at stake. Ignoring our laws leaves room for mistake. Warriors defend us with all their might, but as civilians, we must also shine light. To uphold our freedom, to keep justice in sight, we must educate ourselves on what's wrong and what's right. Let's not sit idle while warriors bear the load. As civilians, let's rise and share the same code. Running through fields, laughter in the air, hand in hand without a single care. Skin colors varied, but heartbeats as one. Innocence and friendship shining like the sun. Playing games until the daylight fades. No judgments made, no need for barricades. Different shades of skin blending in unity. Childhood bliss, a pure community. Time has passed, but memories remain of a time when differences were not a chain. Let's hold on to that childhood song where love was a melody all along.